Let me make the position clear. Under the current circumstances, and as the Zionist regime's attacks continue, we are not seeking negotiations with anyone, especially not with the United States on this matter. It is the Americans who are seeking negotiations. They have sent messages multiple times, including very serious ones. But we have explicitly told them that as long as the aggression and attacks continue, there is simply no room for talk of dialogue or diplomacy. We are in a legitimate state of self-defense, and this defense cannot and will not stop. We have no discussions with the United States, which we see as a partner in these crimes. We have always had dialogue with the Europeans and have discussed various issues with them. Even now, if they have something to say, we are listening. We are not ashamed of defending the rights of the Iranian people, and we are not avoiding anyone. Our talks tomorrow will focus solely on the nuclear issue, and of course, regional matters. I must make it clear that we have no discussions with anyone regarding the missile issue. And if anyone had any doubts, by now it is clear to everyone that the Islamic Republic of Iran's missile capability is an exceptional defensive power for the country. Our missiles have never been intended for attacking anyone. They are for the defense of the nation. Right now, it is our missiles that are carrying out this defense and creating deterrence. The targets we strike in the occupied territories are exclusively military sites, and our capable armed forces are the ones carrying out these operations. Initially, the focus was solely on military targets, but after the Zionist regime attacked our economic centers, we added their economic sites to the target list as well. We never target residential areas, civilians, ordinary buildings, especially hospitals and similar facilities. These are absolutely not part of our objectives, and we pay close attention to that. I am aware of how precisely our missiles are designed and how thoroughly ethical considerations and international laws of war are observed in their use. We consider the Americans to be partners and collaborators with the Zionist regime in the attacks carried out against Iran. There is plenty of evidence indicating cooperation between U.S. forces in the region and the Zionist regime. But more telling than all of that are the tweets and interviews by the president of that country, Trump, in which he explicitly uses phrases like, "We did this," or "We carried out such and such action," clearly taking responsibility. They had this idea that with a series of heavy strikes, they could force the Iranian people into submission. But that's a false and futile notion. I believe that, as a result of this resistance, we will gradually start to see countries distancing themselves from the aggression carried out by the Zionist regime. Calls to end this war have already begun and will only grow stronger. Iran's foreign minister, Abbas Araghchi, said on Friday, June 20th, that there would be no negotiations with Israel while attacks continue. We are in a legitimate state of self-defense, and this defense cannot and will not stop, Araghchi said. We have no discussions with the United States, which we see as a partner in these crimes. Israel began attacking Iran last Friday, June 13, saying it aimed to prevent its longtime enemy from developing nuclear weapons. Iran retaliated with missile and drone strikes on Israel. It says its nuclear program is peaceful. Israeli air attacks have killed 639 people in Iran, the human rights activists' news agency said. Those killed include the military's top echelon and nuclear scientists. Israel has said at least 24 Israeli civilians have died in Iranian missile attacks. Reuters could not independently verify the death toll from either side. With neither country backing down, the foreign ministers of Britain, France, and Germany, along with the European Union foreign policy chief, were due to meet Araghchi in Geneva to try to de-escalate the conflict on Friday.